Well, Drew Barrymore, many years ago, we had a long-distance relationship between junkets, or friendship.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work out.
No, I know. Jim, why didn't you try harder?
I should have tried harder. But much like the characters in this film, your character, Aaron, and Justin's character, Garrett,
Yep.
wasn't meant to be temporary. It was only meant to be temporary, not a ongoing thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think, I think a lot of people sort of, if they have these sort of, aspirations in their jobs, or they have family that they want to be with, and they sort of are going along on this life path that they've, worked hard to design for themselves, and then something happens along the way, and you fall in love, it throws the whole thing off, but in the best way. So all of a sudden you don't want to give up everything for the love, but you don't want to have to give up the love for what you've set out for yourself. I think people who live in the same city feel this way.
Exactly. And of course, your character was important that she get on the right track.
Absolutely. I think we're living in that day and age where we are really quite an independent society, and there are things we desire for ourselves, but nobody wants to be at the top of the mountain by themselves, They want to be there sharing it with someone.
And a lot of people will relate to these characters, I'm sure. And one thing about the film brings out is the fact that it is a little bit easier to have a long-distance relationship because of the new technology.
I suppose it is. I personally happen to disagree with that. I think there are more texts that are misunderstood and more like exhausting conversations that people have about, well, what did you mean by that? Or what was that tone? Or sarcasm gets lost. I mean, I don't know about
No,
you.
I agree with you.
But
100%.
oh my God,
yeah.
if I misunderstood an email or here or there.
Another thing I liked that the film brought out was what's happening to newspapers today.
Yes.
Do you read the paper?
I do. I do.
do too.
And I love this magazine called The Week. And I know it's online, but I love my paper copy.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. And your character, of course, struggles with that market. There's no market for writers anymore.
Well, yeah, and we want to get our news from, sort of traditional sources, and I think a lot of it is becoming internet, blogging online, and not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't want to see that, that tradition die.
I agree. Wonderful relationship with the actress that plays your sister, Christina Applegate. Boy, those scenes with you together were wonderful.
I could not be more in love with her. I've known her my whole life, and most of my life, and she's just one of the funniest people I've ever met. Good
chemistry with Justin, your co-star.
Thank you.
And I'm sure sometimes when you have a relationship with a co-star, it can be an advantage.
In this case, I don't know why it wouldn't be, I suppose, but in this case, from my own experience, it was such an advantage because we could be honest about, God, there are highs, there are lows. This person genuinely makes me laugh. You can see why maybe we struggle to be together, or we've noticed, we've experienced and understood the difficulties of what it takes to make a relationship work when you're in two different places, all the time. So it's like, we could just bring an honesty to it where maybe people might be watching this movie and go, wow, it's not just fake. It's kind of a collective experience. Yeah, it's worth it. It's interesting. It's hard. It's joyful. It's fun. It's real.
Just like this interview.
Just like you, Jim.
So far back.
You're so real to me.
And you are to me, dear. Yeah. I just want to tell my audience quickly, don't miss Going the Distance. It's fun, a great supporting cast, wonderful stars in it. You're going to enjoy it. Bring a big bag of popcorn, take a date, and have a lot of fun with it. Go see it. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you, Jim.
Good seeing you.